This is my garden here out back. This is a black hollyhock. There's lots of black-eyed Susans. I got tomatoes. And strawberries. And cucumbers. And lots of flowers. This was a package of wildflower seeds I planted. For some reason a lot of ragweed grew up in here, so I pulled it all out. That's why there's a bare space. There's a lot of wildflowers. Well, I don't know about, these are zinnias. This is a different package of wildflowers I planted over here. These are called sulfur cosmos. And this was a package of those burpee wildflowers I planted. They were so full of grass. There was more grass than anything else. And so I just pulling up other plants and throwing them on them. I'm going to eventually probably cover them over with wood chips. I would say this flower bed was a complete failure. It was mostly grass. I don't know why. I didn't have that problem in this flower bed. I planted exactly the same. Here's a zinnia that was in there. So, although I don't know that I'd call zinnias wildflowers, but that's what this is. And this looks like a cosmo to me. Here's all this grass. There's more grass than what you can pull up. Loads of cucumbers. I planted cucumber seeds over here and a cucumber plant over there. I'm going to dig up a lot more of these wildflowers and put them out front. Like I want to put the hollyhock out front, and I'll put a lot of these out front. And here's all those zinnias that I planted along here. Looks like those down there are getting, maybe they get more light down here. I bet that's it. And here's the hollyhocks I planted in here. And here's the hollyhocks that I grew from seed last year and transplanted in here. And these right here I planted from seed this year. These I transplanted from seed I started last year. The flower bed that's over there by the fence, I'm going to let that go because things just grow way too slow because there's so little light. So I'm going to start mowing that over and just not even use it because it's just more time pulling up morning glories and everything else. There's just not enough light. And here's the morning glories I haven't planted for years. They just keep coming back. And here's black-eyed Susan. I just moved over here a little bit ago and it's blooming already. And the mystery lilies are blooming. These are so cool because they have foliage in the spring. They die back to the ground in July. And then the flower stalk comes up and June or April. They die back to the ground in June or April. And then in July, the flower stalk comes up. And this is a hosta that's blooming. Here's some more of those misty lilies. I've moved them all over the yard everywhere. I don't know why we had so much rain here a few days ago. I think it's probably all laying on the ground. Of course, the daylilies are all done, so they look ratty. Here's some more of those misty ones. And here's some hostas blooming. This is very, very hot, dry area because I never water anything over here. And so the bleeding heart gets looking pretty bad this time of year. Sometimes I think about digging it up out of there and putting it somewhere else. This is just really hot, dry shade. Underneath is a maple tree here. And maple trees have very, very roots close to the ground. The roots are very close to the surface. So things around them will get really dry. That was one of the reasons I planted this bishop weed here for a little bit of variation. I sure wouldn't want to get it in my flower bed though. And these peonies don't do anything, so they do bloom, but they're not, I would say it's a minor bloom in this Memorial Day. So I'm going to dig them all up, and I got some hostas out back I'm going to dig up and put here instead. And it's those kind of hostas down there, and this kind of hosta right here. There's the hibiscus right there. Looks like this would be the place to plant some things. Here's a purple coneflower and some loosestrife. I planted all them foxglove seeds in here and they grew fine, but I guess there's a few of them left. They were all over here, but they seem to be just gradually disappearing. Here's this coneflower I planted up here a couple days ago. Seems to be suffering a little bit. I'm not sure why. This is a pretty hibiscus here. Coxamia is about done blooming. Here's all those irises I moved up here. They're doing pretty good. Just these purple coneflowers that stand up, leaning across the path. I put down this drip hose here, so all I gotta do is just plug it in and then turn the water on. Water this area so it won't be so dry. When I bought these hibiscus right here, I got I think 5 of them. It didn't look like they were alive, so I just planted them all together. And it turns out 2 of them were. This white one and this red one here. And where I planted them was right next to a whole big clump of these mystery lilies. So there's a bunch of those right here and the hibiscus all together. I think I'm going to dig up this flower bed right here to make a path, like right here this way. Just dig all this stuff up and move it over this fall. Here's a bunch more of these mystery lilies that are blooming this time of year. I dug out a huge clump of daylilies right here. I put some black-eyed Susans right there. I might put something else right there. Maybe that hollyhock. This is my red hot poker. I was digging around it because the daylilies have been growing right up against it. So I was thinking about moving it out back so it's sitting right by itself, so it wouldn't have any competition. But instead, I just dug up the daylilies from around it. This is dianthus, or sweet william, and here's some flowers from it. It's all over in here. There's some. And here's some Coriolis. I think it's Coriolis, the black-eyed Susan. Over here, I put it up. I planted up here several years ago. It's still here. Here's some penstemon. They should get bigger. I should just cut down these peonies when they get like that. Some of the things this time of year get to looking really raggedy and other things not. I think next year this daisy will come back and it'll look a lot better. Because it ain't looking that good now. So I didn't do something right planting it there. Okay, well, if you liked, oh, I gotta show you the front garden right by the house. I almost forgot that. Here's some of those mystery lilies just coming up out of the ground. And here's some of that dianthus right here that's not blooming right now. I think it's a biennial probably. And here's a bunch of black-eyed Susans I put out here from starting out back. And there's some and this is calendula or pot marigold. Look at all these poppies we're going to have next year in there. Oh, this is a weed. Let's just get rid of it. This too. I keep thinking about moving these lilies up out here because they just don't fit. Moving them out there. These are loosestrife that is trying to go for a second bloom. I cut it off. It's brown at the top and I cut it off and then it tries to bloom again. Here's some columbine that I planted up here this year. Here's some new pine that I started from seed last year and put it up here. And after I moved it, I didn't think I was going to make it, but it seems to be doing okay. Okay, well, so if you like my garden, please subscribe to my channel, and you can comment and like my videos, and any questions I can help you out, so leave a comment, and I will talk to you later on. So thanks a lot, and goodbye.